guys.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is Summer is Fun, a Summer House podcast. Season 1, episode 4. We both watched it. We're both here for
We're on it.
Guys, A&M Podcast Network. So much happening. So much to do. We have Vanderpump Season 9 coming. We have Winter House, which is a spinoff of Summer House and Southern Charm. That's coming soon that we're also going to do. Summer House new season has not been released because we just finished the old season. So now we're doing the older seasons. You guys know. You get it. I talk about it all.
We're doing it all. We're just
the
people
best.
Who do things.
We're just the best. Please rate, subscribe, review. We got a 3-star review last time, and we'd love another 5-star review to cancel that one out.
You know what? If the minimum we're getting though was 3, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's not bad. Instagram at Vanderpasta. I posted recently. I did not get many likes. We did have, though, I don't know if we talked about this, Lindsay Hubbard did comment.
She did. We haven't talked about it. Lindsay yelled at me on her Instagram.
So I do all of like the fun. I'm waiting around and I'm bored. So I'll just post a picture of the cast and like come up with a weird caption. Meredith does like the actual promos for the podcast, and she spelled Lindsay's name wrong.
I spelt it with an E for the entire season 5, and everywhere, not even just in that one post she commented on.
Oh, I know.
Everywhere. So I went back and changed it everywhere else.
She commented and she's like Lindsay with an A. And so I was like, I saw it and I called Meredith and I was like, oh, first of all, we're so honored that Lindsay took the time to ridicule us because we know we've made it somewhere. 2,
very true.
We've insulted her, so we must do something. And Meredith was so excited.
Listen, all I do now is say Lindsay with an A. In my mind. Every time I think about her name.
She DM'd Lindsay and was like, it's all fixed. No, what did we say? Like, no disrespect to our queen. And yeah, Lindsay with an A. So it's all fixed. Lindsay responded and said, thanks so much, or whatever she said.
It was on our season 5, second reunion post.
It was for season 5, but forever we'll be spelling it Lindsay with an A.
I want to capitalize the A now.
I know, but also that could be, I don't know. It's just like a fun joke now. But Lindsay scares me sometimes. It doesn't matter. Okay. So Patreon, guys, join it. Patreon.com/Vanderpasta. Let me tell you what you can get. For the mere price of $1 a month, you'll get access to our pre-show, which is so much fun. Meredith and I just catch up about whatever. Today was TikTok. I have so many questions. It's fine.
So many questions.
You also get access to any episodes we record early, such as this episode. You're listening to this episode. We've already recorded this episode way before, maybe like a month. You're maybe a month and a half.
I think a month.
You're behind us. Well, pick up the pace, guys. And then for $2 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, you get access to our after show, which is where we do spoilers, which we're doing now. So when we go back and do old seasons that have already been on Bravo or premiered for a while, we will go back and put all of our spoilers in our after show.
All the thoughts, all the spoils.
We have so many thoughts.
Things.
Also, we'll say your name on the podcast. So thank you to Tracy, Mariah, Jackie, Dustin, and Kristen. Woo! Okay, and then for $5 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, for live shows, we're going to ask you for your opinions and then read them on the podcast. Because we love you so much and we want to know what your thoughts are.
Yes.
You're our top dogs. So
come join and be a top dog.
And then we also put your names in a little shuffle in my head, and you can become
shuffle in my head.
The shuffle in my head, and you can become patron of the episode. And for this week's patron of the episode, we are picking Dustin.
Woo.
Because I know he's a newbie. I'm wondering how he's feeling coming through. so far.
Me and Dustin are watching this season together for the first time.
It's amazing, and we love that, and we hope all of you do that with us at some point, and maybe
come join this journey.
This has been on for a while, but join our journey anyway because it's fun. Who doesn't?
No matter if you're rewatching or watching for the first time,
I'm rewatching, and
it's great.
It. Okay, so now we have to mix it up because this is a very special mix it up episode. So I'm going to tell you what I bought, and then Meredith and I might do some spoilers, but we'll warn you before we say anything spoilery. So I have bought a new sparkling hard tea that just hit the streets of Jewel's in Chicago.
Chicago's grocery store.
It is called Loverboy.
So this is where...
This is the spoiler.
This is where the spoiler is. So just jump 30 seconds probably for the review. No, because they can listen to the review, but this is the spoiler note.
Jump 30 seconds starting now. I'm very excited for Kyle and Amanda to give us this. What do we think? I hope it goes well. I tagged them on my Instagram.
I'm jealous, and I will get it in 5 days.
I bought, okay, now we're done with spoilers, I think, right? Spoilers over.
Pretty much.
So I bought 2 kinds. I bought this white tea peach, and I bought the lemon tea. I'm going today with the white tea peach, though, because it's kissed with lavender.
Ooh, kissed with lavender.
Alcohol content. I feel like I need to give the full review.
Because I don't know anything really about it outside of it being what it is.
So 4.2, it's 0 sugar because it's naturally sweetened. So their shtick is you're not going to get hungover. And 90 calories. All right, let's try.
How many ounces is that can?
11.5 fluid ounces.
Okay, so basically a normal can.
And it's gluten-free. All right, let's do this. Ready? All right, I'm going to smell it first. It smells very nice.
Really?
It smells like peach. White.
Here, let me see the can.
It's the pink can. It's the light pink can.
Okay.
I didn't buy the hibiscus, but that seems to be the one that
a lot of people drink.
Top seller, actually, and I didn't know. Okay, so here I go. Oh, it is. It's really good. Oh my God. Ooh. It's not as sweet as I was anticipating.
Yeah. My coworker got them this past weekend too and gave me a little review this morning.
Yeah, I thought because the Truly iced teas are kind of sweet. They're a little sweeter. Yeah.
And it's not as bubbly, she said. It's not as
no, that's great. I hate carbonation.
I'm not a big tea person, so is it very...
Yeah, the tea comes through a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that comes through more than I think the peach or any kind of sweetener.
Or the kissed with lavender.
Yeah, I don't taste any lavender. It's like the peach hits, and then you wait for a second, and then the tea kind of comes through. But I could see how you could knock down like 20 of these and just
They're easy to drink. Ooh,
oh yeah,
this is going to be dangerous for the summer. I might have to bring a whole suitcase to Chicago and fly home with them.
I'm a lover boy.
I'm a lover girl.
I'm so excited. Okay, it's really near and dear to my heart.
Yeah. So if you guys are in Chicago, we heard that they're at all the Jewel Oscos in the Chicago
they're
area.
in the suburbs. I went to Jewel last night not by accident. Trader Joe's was closed. And so I was like, I'll just go to Jewel really quick. And I was like, you know what? While I'm here, I'm going to check. And they had the hibiscus, the lemon, and then the peach white tea.
Nice. Man, maybe I should check my grocery stores. We're not that important, actually. Never mind.
I mean, I don't know. Andy Cohen's from St. Louis.
That could be a draw.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Okay. I like it.
You have other maybe favorite seltzers, but like a good choice.
I think this is if I'm trying to drink a lot and not get too full. Like
a full day drinking.
If I'm just gonna chill after work, I probably want something with slight more flavor. It's not that it doesn't have flavor, it's just that like it's very light. It's almost like water alcohol-ish, and not in a bad way.
I'm a big fan of vodka water, so this is right up my alley.
Yeah, it's not in a bad way because, man, this is a Saturday afternoon type of drink.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Let's dive in.
Boy. I'll rate the next one.
Yeah.
Episode. Okay. Previously on Summer House, we met Jacqueline. We also had to deal with so many couples. Stephen bonded with the boys. Carl fucked Lauren and then went to a wedding saying he had no date, but then might have had a date. And Stephen then confirmed it was a date. And Lauren found out. So she got pissed and she started fighting with Stephen at dinner about the Carl date drama. And Stephen's annoyed.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So it's Saturday night. The crew, I thought it was Friday night.
Okay, I got so confused about the timeline in this episode. Because then when they left, I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was Friday.
Yeah. Right. So they showed a timestamp finally, and it was like them partying Sunday morning at 1 a.m. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought
so I think what happened is I think that dinner was on Friday, and then we just skipped like Saturday during the day.
I don't know. So we're at dinner is all I get. We're at dinner. Lindsay and Everett show up. But no one's there because they're at dinner. So back to dinner. Kyle's trying to have a really nice dinner, but Lauren tells everyone what happened. And like, yeah, Carl's a player, but like, why would Carl lie? That's kind of shady. Lauren's going to handle it. It's fine. We all come back from dinner. Stephen and Lauren talk about the drama. And Lauren's like, she's not going to get played. She's gonna bring it up to Carl. It's fine. Blah, blah, blah. And Stephen's just like, I'm going to stay out of it for right now because this is a mess.
Yep.
Then we do shots and we kill the lights and we want to know who's fucking tonight. And
let's put on some.
Then it was Sunday morning. So I think we drank our whole way through Saturday and just woke up Sunday.
I don't know. I'm so confused by this timeline because if they came just for Saturday, that's pointless. But
what a waste. Yeah.
Whatever. I love how the twins are like, you can put on a good song and you just forget about all your problems. I'm like, oh, buddies.
So we're turning up. Kyle is like maybe texting Amanda because he's like on his phone. He's like, I'm just going to text her. But he just broke up with her Thursday.
Yep. It's like, hey, when I'm sober, no, I'm not going to do this. But once you get a few drinks in you, it's like, Amanda.
And then after shots, he does text her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes. At this point, I don't know if I would come over if I was Amanda. I was with her 100% until this moment. But I don't know how drunk
I feel
Amanda
like she should have taken a week off from saying yes. So like, take a little bit of time off. But her fear probably is that if she says no,
someone else. Someone else. I get it. So they're in the hot tub together, and she's hammered. So now I get it.
Yeah,
she's absolutely hammered, talking about how she doesn't want to look dumb and be that dumb 24-year-old, which I also get. She's 24. She's young. She's drunk.
And she's like, I don't want you to be my boyfriend. I'm not asking you to marry me or have my kids.
I want us to be together. Like,
I don't want to look
Kyle is in Boner City. He's like, yup, got it. Thank you.
I thought when she said, I'm not asking you to have my kids, he'd be like, whoa. But yeah, they're hammered that like, she's not even listening to her.
He's just like, whatever you say, I'm here for you. And she doesn't even notice he's not paying attention.
Nope.
They're so drunk. They may be fucking the hot tub.
I don't think so. They're just like making out.
But they weren't. They were like breathing into each other.
And it's not like they took any of their clothes off.
Yeah, they didn't. That's why I was like, what the fuck are they? Are they just driving?
I think they're so drunk they can't even focus on making out with each other.
That's it. Amanda's having a full conversation. Kyle's fucking water. They have no idea what's happening. No idea. But it's Sunday morning. Kyle walks upstairs. The group's like getting ready. And Kyle's like, hey guys, Amanda's here in her outfit from last night. Can she borrow a swimsuit? And everyone's like, Amanda's here? And he's like, yes. Can she borrow a swimsuit? So now Ashley specifically is like, OMG, Kyle.
I thought you broke up with her again. Yeah.
And then Amanda does. she finds a swimsuit. It was hard because Jacqueline has no boobs and Amanda's got big boobs. So that was difficult, but we got it.
I'm sure one of the twins gave a swimsuit.
The top, and then Jacqueline gave her bottoms. Yeah. So now they're by the pool. We find out Amanda's a graphic designer. She's great with Photoshop. We get a nice shot of Steven above the pool at the upstairs deck. He's just eating popcorn, sunglasses on, hat turned around, does not give a fuck.
I was like, wow, he's really trying to avoid, it seems like he's trying to avoid Lauren so he doesn't have to talk about this. He
hates drama. But he's like, you know what? Instead of avoiding it, I'm just going to completely make everyone forget that drama's existing. The
problem is he lost his adjacent seat to the drama. He is in the drama.
He's in the drama. He doesn't like it. So we're going to make everyone forget that there is drama. So Steven comes out with water aerobics. We have swim caps and goggles for all the high maintenance bitches. He was a lifeguard. He used to do old lady water aerobics. Everyone's got to participate, get in the pool.
Do it. I'm shocked this group signed up for this, especially on a Sunday morning.
They look like a bunch of condoms bouncing up and down in the pool. But then Everett, he's such a butt. Listen, I think this would be so much fun.
I think it'd be hilarious. I would be happy to participate. I probably wouldn't have put on the swim cap. I would have.
Like, my favorite part was when Ashley's like, I can't touch the bottom. And he's like, that's the point, Ashley. I was like, it's fun. It's fun. But Everett, everyone's like kicking or whatever they're doing. And Everett's standing on the side. He's like, this isn't a workout. A workout's running 10 miles in the desert heat while your enemy is chasing you.
With 10 pounds on your back.
But like, shut up.
Yes, that's a job, Everett. That's not a workout. That's a job.
Yeah, but shut up. Like, I didn't know what else to say to him. But it's fine. Water aerobics is a hit. Steven flies in on a floaty after and grabs his 15 minutes of fame in the house. He loved it. It was fantastic.
Well, flies in and falls off.
So it's time to go back to the city. We get our city montage for the week. We find out.
My favorite is Lindsay in that cab. She's like, I'm so late. And I was thinking, isn't everyone late in New York?
I'm in a rush if you could step on it. It's like straight out of a movie.
Can you wait? Can you not wait to like say that? I'm in a rush. Step on it.
It's like I'm in The Amazing Race. Can you step on it? But so Cristina quit her job as the director of communications at a transportation startup. So now she's back into freelancing and reporting and writing. And then we find out Lindsay, who's in PR, her and her business partner are separating and she's going to start her own PR firm with her 10 interns, which 10 interns seems like a lot. Why don't you just hire a full-time employee?
Yeah, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense to me. 10 interns?
That's a lot. So Cristina and Lindsay meet up to get their nails done. So Lindsay walks in and she tells Cristina she's officially separated from her old company and she's going to start her new company, Hub House PR. Cristina, I would just like to note this whole conversation. Lindsay did not ask Cristina one question about herself, but Cristina was the one saying, hi, how are you?
No. Lindsay didn't ask about anybody else?
She didn't ask Cristina how she was, how her day at work was. That Cristina asked it all. She didn't even do a how about you type of shit.
Yeah. Didn't even just let her even take her own question and answer it.
Nothing. So because now Lindsay has her own company, she needs a place for her 10 interns to work. And they're gonna work.
She figured out the bank account, the licensing, she got that, but not where to work. Probably one of the most important things is,
but it's okay because she has an apartment and her 2 roommates aren't gonna mind, so we didn't even ask them.
No, not at all.
So Lindsay lets Cristina know they're gonna work from our apartment for the next 2 weeks, and Christina's and Christina's like,
technically.
We're in a 3-bedroom apartment in New York City. Cristina works from home. So there's already one person working. So Cristina says,
like, and when is this?
Tomorrow for the next 2 weeks, basically.
Yeah. For 2 weeks. That is just also insane.
It is not that hard to give your roommates a heads up. There's text messaging. Hey guys, I know I just figured all this out today, but
here's the problem is it's that Lindsay didn't think about it ahead of time because she doesn't think
about
how things affect her roommates. So she probably never even thought about it.
Yeah, probably. Also, if you just figured it out today, like that's fine. But at the same time, if you hadn't gotten your nails done with Cristina, would you have asked her at all?
And she didn't really ask her. She just told, she told her.
So Cristina is like, absolutely not. This is super rude and inconsiderate that you're going to bring them. Maybe you should have invested in like a temporary workspace or a WeWork or something. So then Lindsay's like, well, what am I supposed to do with my 10 interns? And Cristina goes,
have them work
Starbucks.
From home.
There's a Starbucks downstairs, which I loved. And Lindsay's like, Cristina should show me more sympathy with my job. And I was like, bitch, after COVID, we are all, there's no sympathy when working from apartments.
That's true. Right? I didn't really think about that. Like now we know that work from home is so easy. So that might be changing how we're looking at this a little bit.
It's easy, but if my roommate
the 10
was
people
like,
for me, that gets
if my roommate was like, hey, just FYI, you have a 4-hour notice, my roommate or my whole work is going to show up and work
in our tiny ass apartment.
I'd be like, no, that's not how. Also, Starbucks was open at this time. You don't think that in COVID, I would have left my apartment to go work at Starbucks once in a while? Because I would have, but Starbucks wasn't open for patrons. So enjoy your Starbucks, girls. So now it's finally Friday. Time to go to the Hamptons. Carl and Steven are driving together. And this is where we find out Carl was in the hospital with a tonsil issue.
Yeah, he said he's had it for like 2 years too.
Yeah, and now he's just taking care of it. He's on medication, can't drink.
I think it's an ongoing problem, but has to do another round maybe in a
Kyle thinks it's yelling too loudly at a wedding.
Which I don't think he would have gone to the hospital then. That's the only reason I believe that there's actually something.
Was he even in the hospital? Where's the bracelet? We got no proof.
Okay. Where's the bracelet?
We got no proof. And then Steven decides to give Carl a heads up on the picture situation.
Yeah.
To which we find out it was a date.
Yes. It is 100% confirmed from Carl that it was a date.
Yeah. He elected to tell Lauren that he wasn't bringing one.
Yes, but he doesn't know that he told Lauren that he wasn't bringing one.
No, yeah, Steven tells him. Steven's like, hey, man, Lauren knows. Yeah. So Carl feels bad that Steven's in this situation, which just shows like Carl knows he did wrong kind of thing. Like,
well, he knew exactly what he was doing when he was sending those photos.
And he's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I got you involved in this shit. And then Steven's like, you should be more sorry that there are twins involved. The Workus Circus is here.
We got Ashley.
And Carl's like,
save the day.
Carl goes, it's fine. It's not like Ashley's going to murder me. And I was like, this is the wrong show.
You know what she's already said about you, and you guys have only like made out and slept together.
That's like looking a murderer straight in the eye and being like, he won't murder me. No, you're wrong. Ashley will murder you if you hurt her twin sister. Please.
Sorry, you're like charisma and good looks won't save you from this one.
No, Ashley's married. She doesn't have time for your bullshit.
Yeah.
So, Carl immediately knows he probably shouldn't pursue anyone in the house. And then we find out Steven wasn't supposed to tell Carl. So Carl better not out Steven on this one.
Yeah, let's play this one cool. And like when she brings it up to you, then you address it.
Also, once they get to the house, Steven's like, by the way, I told Lauren I wasn't going to take the train with her because a friend was driving me up. So you picked me up in East Hampton. Like I didn't drive this whole way with you.
I love it. They're like, I really hope the Workus twins aren't there when we get there. I'm like, oh, I was nervous for when they rolled up because there was that car there.
My God.
I was like, shit, who's here?
Don't you get nervous? I don't think there's a reunion for season 1, but from looking at the episodes we have to do. But this is what would make me nervous for a reunion. I'd be like, dude, you done get
this
caught.
This is a light lie, I would say. Not a major one. But it's like, what the fuck, Steven?
Lauren and Ashley... They're not going to take it like that.
I'm just going to say in my real life, this is the full reason I won't let people Find My Friends, because it's these little lies of like how you're getting somewhere or who you're hanging out with that I don't want people involved in.
Oh, I have anyone get my location. No secrets. No. I'll let you know if I hate you. I don't have
one person who has my location.
People forget to check, including me. Nope.
Oh, I have other people's.
I check everyone.
Understand.
Okay, but Lauren and Ashley pull up in the cab, and Ashley thinks Lauren should confront Carl, and Lauren's gonna. So they all walk upstairs. Super awkward because it's just the four of them. And Ashley and Lauren go straight into their room, and Ashley's like, Steven told Carl. So now you need to get out there.
That was a nice greeting. Both groups talk about the greeting, and it's like, that was a nice warm welcome. He told him.
Yeah. So it's getting dangerous. Lauren needs to take care of this now. So we're all around, hanging out, having drinks in the kitchen. Carl brings up the wedding, to which Lauren is like, we should go have a chat, by the way.
Talk about that. Yeah.
And Carl's like, right now? And Lauren's like, what else are you doing? Let's go.
Let's go.
They go to this, I don't know, what is it?
It looks like a sunroom.
A sunroom. They're in the sunroom. And Lauren basically tells him what happened and then says she figured he'd bring a date. And then Carl does this dumb thing where he's like, I don't remember telling you I wasn't bringing a date. And Lauren's like, remember frozen yogurt?
She was like, what, were you drunk? And he goes, yeah. And she was like,
I know.
You drove us.
My favorite though is she's like, do you remember frozen yogurt? And he's like, yeah. She's like, that's where you talked about. And he's like, I don't think I was there. And she's like, were you drunk? Yeah, I was drunk. You were driving. Oh, maybe not.
I like how she handled the beginning is all I'm going to say, but she then tanked because it's like, listen, I don't care that you took someone. I know we literally went on a date and then you immediately had this wedding. It's not like you could have invited me. You probably had someone lined up. What bothers me is that you lied about it and said you were bringing your mom.
Yeah. But then she says that point in circles for about 20 minutes.
Yeah. So she looks fucking crazy. But if she just would have been like, listen, I'm not pissed you took someone. I'm pissed that you lied to me. That's just annoying. Even as friends, you're ruining our friendship.
Yeah. And she didn't even give Carl time to be caught. Because I literally wrote down, Carl, you're caught, man. And then literally was just like, so Lauren won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
She's forgotten why she's mad. She has no idea anymore.
Talking in circles about that she's mad because he lied, not because he took the date. And it's like, we get it.
Then Carl finally gets input and he says he didn't want to upset Lauren, but he's learning. Also, at this point, he said something like he's 31. And I was like, I feel like Carl is 21. I feel like this man.
I did not think he was 31. I was thinking 27.
23 at best for me.
No, because
emotional maturity.
But guys are always way younger emotional maturity wise.
But Carl just
he was going to get engaged in
I was like,
California. Remember? And now he's lived in. He lived in California for a while.
LA, yeah, with his girl. Well, whatever. I feel like this man is 21, 31 dropped my jaw. And then Lauren takes that as an apology and she actually bought Carl something, which is the worst. This was not good. She got him an eye mask and earplugs for his room. This should not have happened. No,
this is bad. So awkward when you are just hooking up with someone and you've only hooked up with them for one weekend. You don't do this.
You don't get them a gift that means anything. If anything, you got him a pack of Coors Light to get wasted on so you could.
It's I was considerate and bought your type of beer because we were all buying beer.
Remember when we were drunk and you wanted pizza? I bought frozen pizza. Haha. Something that you can also
it's like roommate vibe though.
Yes.
This is girlfriend vibes, not casual.
I would be scared if a friend gave me this. I'd be like, are we dating? What's happening? Yeah. This was a lot. This was a lot for me.
Because a friend would just send you a link to Amazon to buy it your goddamn self.
My friend would let me suffer with the noise in the sun and be like,
they'd be like, buy it yourself.
Oh, okay, so now 9 p.m. comes around. Carl has to swallow his horse pill and then go to sleep.
Everybody's pissed. He's being lame.
Yeah,
What is
lame?
Is that going to knock you out, that horse pill?
Ashley's also going to be sober, but she's lame and married. And then Cristina lets the house know that there's a party tomorrow and she's going to cover it or like try and get some business there, network there. So she put the whole house on the list.
Love
So
it.
nice. So
oh my
nice.
God, this would be my dream. My friend has to work and I get a party.
Yeah, right. So then we get ready for bed. Christina's got her air mattress. We find out she's considered a guest.
Which made me think, how does payment system go down? Like, does anybody who chooses to be a guest pay like a certain price, and then everybody else who's a standing roommate?
I assume it would be for the week you're going to go. So if you're like, I'm going this week, there's some sort of set amount you have to pay to cover like electricity and groceries maybe or whatever. And like if we have a summer house, it's fine. We pay the even amount for the house. But then if someone gives us an advance, maybe like 5 days, like, hey, I'll be there. We're going to be like, okay, you need to pay less than us, obviously, but like enough so that you cover some groceries.
Yeah.
So then we would probably pay less for groceries
like
or
communal
beer or
fund.
whatever. Yeah. So Saturday comes around 11 a.m. House is already up and moving. Ashley calls Brad. Poor Brad didn't sleep well, but he is excited for Ashley to come home.
She's coming home. I like how she says coming home.
I'm coming home. Lauren's working out. Everett goes on a run with Kyle, which is where
Everett takes a swig of beer before going on that run.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I put Everett drinks, and I was like, I didn't put what he drinks.
Literally, he had a growler of beer, and like...
That's what a workout is. You drink beer before you run miles. It's fine.
It's not that water aerobics they're doing.
Water aerobics. It's for old ladies. But Everett, as an old lady, decides to bitch the whole time on this run about Cristina.
Can I say something really quick? How the fuck can he talk so much while he's running?
I'm Kyle in this situation, fucking silent. Listen, I try and sometimes I'm out of breath walking, so I don't know how this goes around.
Like, he's having a full goddamn conversation about the drama between Lindsay and Cristina.
Kyle's working too hard to even listen. He has no idea. Kyle is our spirit animal. At the end, when he has to sprint, it's a nightmare for Kyle. He hates it.
Absolutely not.
So Everett, the whole run, bitches about Cristina, the intern thing. Cristina flipped the fuck out, which I don't think Cristina flipped the fuck out. I think she nicely told Lindsay no.
I think she was frustrated and said no.
And Everett should maybe calm his jets because Cristina introduced him to Lindsay. So without Cristina, he would have no love of his life.
You can kind of see like how Lindsay takes these scenarios because we watch the scenario happen and then we get, in a sense, I'm going to say Everett's version, even though he wasn't there, but that is the version in a sense it's he's being told. Yeah,
which is like incorrect beyond belief. Because Everett is boiling. He is pissed.
Which I'm shocked a guy is this involved in roommate girl drama.
Yeah. Yeah. He lives there basically. So
that's true, I guess. He should just work from home there too.
I know. His opinion, though, has changed of Cristina because of Lindsay, and Cristina just doesn't treat Lindsay well. And Kyle is sitting there like, man, do I feel bad for Cristina. You do not want these two crazy nutcases on your ass. The power couple is what he calls them. Because they are. They're both alphas, let's be honest.
They are, but I would literally hate this. I'd be like, how much is it to break my lease? And
I kind of feel bad because I feel like I would be Cristina. Like, I'd be like, no, don't bring your intern. Like, I would never think to bring my 10
we're considerate people. I know people like this, like Lindsay's of the world, though, where it does not even dawn on them that like what they do affects anyone else. Like, Lindsay looks at it as her apartment and she can do whatever she wants there.
Yeah, like it's my lease too. And then you're sitting there like, I'm the roommate. It's my lease.
Yeah, like
too.
You're not looking at how this is affecting me. I'm trying to be supportive and I'm so happy about your business, but that doesn't mean you can just take over our apartment.
Also, like maybe if Cristina went to work every day, but she's working from home. Like this is her workspace first.
Yeah.
It's Lindsay and Christina's workspace.
Yes, like
first.
Cristina would be fine if it was just Lindsay working from home.
Yeah, 100%. Also, not once in here, till like ever, has Lindsay said, how's it going with your freelancing stuff?
We don't even talk about it at all.
We know Hub House and like all the drama with that, but we don't know if Christina's working on anything. I feel bad.
No one has asked her.
No.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. But no, I feel bad. Well, now, It's 3 p.m. Lindsay calls Aunt Rhonda. And Aunt Rhonda, she's interested in Kyle. And Kyle's not against it because we know Kyle. But Lindsay tells Aunt Rhonda that tomorrow's her mom's birthday. Lindsay and her mom haven't talked for 8 years because her mom basically started a new family and stopped caring about Lindsay and her brother. So Aunt Rhonda is Lindsay's dad's sister and has become a motherly figure for Lindsay.
So how old is Lindsay?
28, maybe? They 28. Give the ages. I never pay attention.
I know. Okay, so let's say she's 28. So she stopped talking to her mom when she was 20. I'm interested to know, like, at what age she actually was when her mom abandoned her. Because it doesn't seem the abandonment and the stopping talking happened at the same time.
I agree. I was trying to think about this too. Like, I was trying to put her around like 2021 was when her mom they stopped talking, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd be pissed. I would. Like, if my mom just up and left and stopped talking to me, I'd be fucking livid. But I don't know if it would cause abandonment issues.
No, but I think the abandonment happened at a different
way before.
Age. Okay. Yeah, and so then Lindsay stayed in contact with her and finally was enough. So I'm curious how long that happened, the abandonment to still talking time frame. Because there's no way you have this severe abandonment issues. Yeah, if she left at 20.
Because you're technically an adult at that point, right?
It would hurt a lot. I think you have issues. But
I don't know, though, because my parents are still up in my business all the fucking time. I'm just kidding. I'm very lucky to have
Mine are very parents. Up in my business all the time.
We're very lucky to have two parents that love and care about us so much that they cannot fucking leave us alone.
Lordy, my parents legitimately won't leave me alone. They want to, like, spend the night at my apartment. That's how much they want to hang out with me.
My mom won't let me move out. But Aunt Rhonda's understanding. She tries to pump Lindsay up a little bit. And Lindsay just says it's hard because she thinks about her mom all the time, but doesn't know if her mom thinks about her.
That would be tough.
That's like hard.
And the fact that she started a new family, like, that's, I feel like, the toughest part is, like, you didn't want to be with us, but it's not like you didn't want kids.
I have an aunt that abandoned me. She's a dick, though, so.
My cousin's mom, like, biological mom, abandoned him when he was like 3 years old.
Is he? Oh, that's abandonment issues right there. No, my aunt cut all communication off when I was around 16, and I'm fine.
With the whole family?
Yeah, because she had an affair, and then everyone was like, we support you, but then she kind of went crazy. Like, she was out clubbing and shit, and, like, with 3 kids. And my mom was like, hey, maybe don't do that because you have 3 healthy kids. Like, you're very lucky. And then my aunt got really mad and then threatened for us to never see the kids. So we kept in contact with her ex-husband because he would let us see the kids. And then she got even more mad. So then she cut communication off. She tried to keep in touch with me, but the whole conversation was about how bitchy my mom is. And I was like, this is a lot. She's going to help me pay for college. I can't do this to her right now.
Oh my God, that is wild.
She recently has tried to come back into my life, but I just kind of don't care at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
She literally texted.
Do you talk to those cousins still?
Yeah.
Through the ex-husband?
Through the ex. Yeah, she never reaches out to us. But it was really funny because I got a text from her recently that was like, you're moving to New York? Why didn't you tell me? And I wanted to respond and be like, why the fuck would I tell you? I haven't talked to you since high school.
Yeah, what? Love it.
I was just like, I don't know.
You usually text her and be like, hey, just wanted to update you that I had cereal for breakfast this morning.
Yeah, right? No, she'd love it. And she just followed me on Instagram. So now I'm like, she knows. But I want to creep back. It's a life. It's a life I live. Okay. Everett says hi to Aunt Rhonda. They've never met.
Yeah, Aunt Rhonda, AR's got to come soon so she can meet him. But I guess it only has been like 3 months.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. Maybe Everett was never important enough before to introduce Aunt Rhonda to.
Oh, that's true. They've been friends for 2 years. How
often is Aunt Rhonda coming to New York City, though?
Interesting.
But yeah, Lindsay does recognize that her mom issue really affects how she shapes relationships in her life.
Yes.
Okay, great. They're a little messy, but got it. So now 6 p.m. We're getting ready for the party. It's in St. Bart's. Christina's here to reestablish her reporting career. So she's going to network and everyone else is going to take shots.
This sounds like a nightmare if I'm Cristina.
I'd love to be everyone else.
Yes.
I do not want to be Cristina.
Not at all.
I don't know if I'd want to be Kyle, though, either, because this man is making a fool. He is wasted.
But even before, like when they first show up and he's at the bar, there's no way he's that drunk when you show up.
Pre-gamed.
I know, but you're not that drunk, especially when you pre-game hard whenever you have to buy your own drinks. This shit's free.
I guess. My favorite, though, is him talking to that dude, and he's like, that's a cool blazer. Yeah. And the guy's like, thanks. And he's like, you from New York? We're all from New York. And this guy's like, that's fantastic. Please stop breathing near me.
Also, the shots he was taking, it looked like they had little lids on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Was that to keep the bugs out?
Probably they were probably all pre-poured, I guess.
Yeah. Sober Carl, though, super buzzkill according to Drunk Kyle.
No, he is.
He is. We'll even get there. He just kills all of our buzzes. But Kyle, so drunk, finds a golden bedazzled man thong. So happy about it. Steven, embarrassed for Kyle.
Yeah.
Steven would rather get a blowjob from Cristina than hang out with Drunk Kyle.
Which, oh my God, that makes me feel so bad for Cristina.
He's gay. He could have said anyone.
I know, but you're picking a worse option in a way. Like, you're picking the worst person to get a blowjob from.
I know. Oh, it's sad. Poor Cristina. She really gets shit on this episode.
She's getting shit on this episode. Poor girl.
Kyle gets a massage, which he looked like he was having full
He has a
sex.
lot of facial expressions for just getting a massage.
It's a lot. Okay, so then basically they're at their table, right? Carl, Lauren, Ashley, Lindsay, Everett, chilling. They're talking about bras. Lindsay's boobs are out. Lauren can't have her boobs out. Carl's too sober for bra
hates
talk,
this conversation.
Apparently. Even though, fucking calm down, Carl. You're 31. You've seen
boys hate when girls talk about bras, though.
Everett was fine. He didn't.
But it's not like he can yell at his girlfriend.
If I had to pick one buzzkill, it would be Everett, and Everett wasn't even the buzzkill in this situation somehow. So, Carl says he's basically like, I came here to sit by myself, but then all of you sat near me, and everyone's like, that's offensive.
I don't get why Carl came out this weekend. What was the point of all this?
Yeah, stay home. And then Ashley says something about Lauren having a crush on Carl, to which Carl's like, are we in 4th grade? She has a crush on me.
I was like, you're such a dick.
And then he compliments another girl in front of
who
Lauren.
Leaned in. Yeah.
She was grabbing her camera or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, that's a nice dress. And she's like, thank you, and walks away. To which then Lindsay goes, that wasn't even a cute dress. So Carl's just being a dick.
Yes. I think he's trying to basically do what Kyle wishes he could do, is push a girl away and actually move away from the girl.
Well, joke is on you, Carl, because Ashley's coming for your ass.
Oh, she's pissed.
So Lauren and Cristina earlier in the week had went shopping together, and Lindsay wants to know how it went. This is the first time Lindsay's asked about anyone but herself.
Well, I think it's because Lindsay wants to know if Cristina was bitching about her, I bet.
And so Lauren really wanted Cristina to open up about the struggle she's experiencing in her career right now, but Cristina didn't. And Lauren says that everyone knows something happened at her job, but Cristina doesn't want to share what happened because she went from a full-time job and now she has to start from scratch. So something does sound.
Yeah, and they said hustling at 32, that just really sucks. They think something's up, and I kind of agree. Something's a little fishy.
I agree too, but I would just like to say there's no shame in getting fired. Okay, I got fired.
No,
I've been fired.
There is no shame. And listen, I understand not wanting to talk about things, but you can support people and be supportive without feeling like you're digging around, because you can just ask questions like, "How are you?"
Yeah, you don't need to know the full story. If someone doesn't want to share the full story.
I don't like sharing the full story until I'm through a situation.
Yeah, I like to be comfortable in it myself. Yep. So then Lauren says that actually Lindsay and Cristina are in similar situations. They both are kind of starting from scratch in their career, to which then Everett loses his damn mind saying that Lindsay's situation is worse. And Cristina sucks for not supporting Lindsay. And I want to be like, But what about
Which is ridiculous because they're all saying that she got fired.
Which is
so
worse
how is hers
than
worse?
Leaving. Yeah, yes. Thank you.
From their narrative that they're saying, how is Lindsay's worse?
I think Christina's would be worse. Lindsay at least has 10 interns, so
she has 10 interns
and a name.
This may not be like a choice. Like, it seems like Lindsay didn't really want this. Like, it seems like something soured between her and her old business partner that now she has to go on her own. But it's an exciting new chapter. She's going to be her own boss. Yeah, it's going to be like a lot of work and stressful. But like, if Cristina truly got fired, think about like how down she probably is.
Yeah.
She has no clue where any money's coming from. Like, that's so scary. How do you explain that?
Also, Lindsay at least has the support of Everett no matter what, right?
Yes.
Cristina doesn't have that. She needs the support of her friends then to help her. And Lindsay just refuses to give it that. But so then Lauren is like, have you been kind to Cristina? Because it seems like she's going through something. Lauren steps up as a friend. She's like, she's going through shit. And you don't seem to be giving her kind of like the respect and kindness she needs. The compassion that Lindsay showed.
And Lindsay's like, ask her. I should ask her how she is.
Lindsay loses it. Cristina's a bad friend. I'm done with this conversation. I'm going to walk away. And Lauren's like, but if there's a fight happening in the house, it affects all of us. So if you could not be an asshole, that'd be great.
I don't like, it pisses me off. Like, unsupportive friends is something I'm really annoyed with. And it's really not difficult. And then the person who sucks as a friend is the one that gets defensive and mad somehow. I don't understand how people rationalize that.
I don't either. I do want to go back to Everett and be like, why do you think Cristina's situation isn't as bad as Lindsay's? What's happening? What's going on?
I wish you could live chat with the people who were on the show.
Yeah, you good?
The fuck? What did you say this for?
What was your thought on this?
Yeah.
So now it's nighttime. We're gonna turn up. Cristina and Ashley walk by Everett and Lindsay, and Christina's like, hey guys, like, should we get food soon? You want to order something back to the house? What's happening? And then Everett he's like, I don't give a fucking shit. And Christina's like, okay, I was just trying to like not cause a scene in a party.
This pissed me off so much. Like, they really won't even give her an answer, even if it's a half answer. He's just like, I don't fucking care.
And we're out in public. You're not gonna like air all your issues out here. No, might as well just be kind. Also, and it's not like she
roommates. I'm asking you if you want to get dinner. Calm down.
Talk about herself. I know she was talking about to you. She was like worried about your well-being as well as her.
I think we should all head out soon. Do we want dinner?
I'll order it.
Sorry for asking.
And it's even to the point that Ashley makes a face at Everett, like, what the actual fuck? So Everett's about to say something, but Ashley grabs him and is like, why don't instead we let these two talk?
Yeah.
Because you're an ass. So Lindsay basically says there's unresolved issues. Cristina says that she's actually Lindsay's biggest supporter, but Lindsay doesn't feel like
Lindsay's like, across how? That way. Are you serious?
She's allowing you to have one intern come spend the day in their Starbucks.
Oh my God.
That's enough. No, but Cristina says she just wanted a heads up with the interns, which I get. Maybe Cristina 100%. Would have gone to Starbucks then.
I was about to say, because then she could have planned her day somewhere else.
And Cristina says she's in transition too, and she works from home every day. So Lindsay's interns can do the same. They can work from their homes. Like, it's not that big an issue.
They had to work from home 2 days this week.
And Christina's like, okay.
Her interns were probably like, fuck yes.
Yeah, honestly, I prefer it. Thank you. Cristina feels like Lindsay doesn't think Cristina's career is as important as Lindsay's, which I can see this vibe. Everett has said that.
You know what? It's not even just about work. It's about every single aspect of life. Lindsay thinks hers is more important.
Yes. And Lindsay calls Cristina a bad friend to her face for not supporting her. And then Lindsay drops the bomb that Cristina got fired from her job, to which Christina's like, I didn't get fired, which I kind of think this is bullshit. Listen, when I did get fired, I was really embarrassed about it. It was my first job out of college. I was so embarrassed. I didn't really tell anyone. I just said, like, I chose to leave.
Same.
And, like,
I told a few
it's a bad
people
work
and
environment,
some people
and-
figured it out.
Yeah. Yes. I think some people figured it out but never said anything. I told my really close friends. They were all supportive, but I just didn't like want to come out and say it. So I just said I was, I had decided to leave. It wasn't a good work environment. I still had I was still young enough in my career where it wouldn't harm it that much, and just like did my own
ready
thing.
to find a new opportunity.
If one of my friends in front of everyone else said, well, Alicia was fired, I'd be livid. I would punch them square in the face.
I think all your other friends would be too. Like, wait, what the fuck? I mean, thank God none of their other friends were around.
Except the camera. The camera was just
I know. And that's annoying, because if you were supposed to be roommates and like best friends and you did that to me on camera, Alicia, I would never speak to you again.
I wouldn't either. I'd be so mad. That is such a betrayal.
I have had something similar like this, obviously without a camera around, but like where somebody tried to like
embarrass you
in front of like a group of friends, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
No, this is purely Lindsay trying to embarrass Cristina, because she could have just said anything, and it's not like, I don't think Cristina was being aggressive in this moment.
No, it was like her Lindsay saying you're not a good friend, and Cristina basically trying to be like, wait, what? How? And then it just a bomb about Christina's work got dropped. It didn't go with the conversation. So Lindsay probably just like was so pissed off.
Yeah, wanted to hurt her.
So pissed off about that like intern thing that it's like, fuck you, I'm gonna throw something at you.
So then Cristina rightfully gets pissed. She's trying to defend herself.
You can tell she's frazzled.
And I mean, we don't know if she did for sure get fired. I'm gonna assume it seems like it, but again, I don't know.
The way Cristina reacted makes me think she did. But listen, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. She says she's mostly pissed because this impacts her career, which I get it. Like when I went on interviews after getting fired, I said I had chosen to leave. I lied about it because I just didn't want to like.
And her career is like on camera in a way. So people who, not just like fans of the show, but people who might be hiring would end up going and watching this to see how she is on camera, I bet.
Yeah. And so Lindsay just fucked all that up. And Lindsay walks away and she says she's not even sorry because Cristina was a bad friend. And that's what happened. That's the truth.
Okay. Do you think it is a bad friend move to not let your roommate have her interns there?
I think multiple things. I think Cristina should kind of understand, but at the same time, like, if I'm Cristina, I deserve more of a heads up. And you have to ask. You can't just assume, like, this is our common area. I'm working from home every day. You can't just assume you can bring 10 of your interns.
I can see how, like, Lindsay's like, you're being unsupportive. Like, I really needed this. But not enough.
So Christina's kind of right. You could, listen, if I know I need to get a space for 10 people, I'm not going to bring them to my small ass apartment.
I don't understand how she even thought that they were going to fit in there, because we even saw their apartment.
Also, if I'm the intern, I don't want to work from your small ass apartment.
While your roommate's home too.
So I see both sides, but I do think Cristina is more in the right.
Yes. Yeah.
All she wanted was a heads up. She wasn't saying no. She said,
especially not for 2 weeks. Once Lindsay said just for tomorrow, I feel like Cristina should have been like, fine, just for tomorrow.
I would have been like, maybe next week. I need that heads up, man.
I know, because that's how you be supportive.
I know. But it's not like Lindsay asked her one question about her own career.
Yeah.
So I get it. And then this to me is just like a low blow. You're going to expose like an embarrassing thing about me on camera just to embarrass me just because you're mad.
Yeah.
And then like,
and if it's not true, that's even more fucked up.
That's even worse. Yeah. So that happened. But now we're going to turn up for a little bit and see Everett as the flailing balloon at car lots. You know, that thing with the hilarious, the worst, very big, lanky guy. So now it's time to leave. Christina's like talking to Lauren, and she's obviously like upset, visibly upset. So Ashley grabs Lindsay and Everett and Kyle in this car and is like, what happened with Cristina? And Lindsay says there was zero resolution. Lindsay called her out, and Ashley's like, why'd you call her out? And she's like, because she's the worst. And then Everett is going off too, because Crisina's not malicious, because she's too dumb to be malicious.
Which, like, these are the things that I don't get, how people say they're friends and say these low blows. I could see how you're like, No, I don't think she's being malicious, but that's worse because she's not even thinking about me.
Yeah. But like she's too dumb to be malicious. And then Everett's going off too. And even Kyle is like, you guys.
Kyle's like,
on.
guys, like, calm, like, let's take it down a notch.
Everett, don't defend her, dude.
Oh my, I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Everett's the most upset in this entire situation, which cracks me up. I could never date a guy like this. I'm already dramatic enough. I don't need you to be actually involved. I need you to hear me out.
I know.
Talk me in the moment. And then like, don't ever bring it up again. And tell me to stop bringing it up too.
Yeah.
Like in public.
Yeah. Everett he's just puffing his chest out. He's trying to defend his girl, but he's got to calm down. It is
Everett
not his
and Lindsay
fight.
Bring the most drama out of their one-on-one relationships to everyone else.
They like hype each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lindsay didn't come up with, she's too dumb to be malicious. Everett said it first, and then Lindsay just said it louder.
And like the Workus twins are dramatic too, but like that fight or like that drama at dinner, like the last week, that happened because it happened like right before dinner.
Yeah. Also, I feel like they don't hype each other up as much as they just have each other's back.
Yes.
Whereas
it's like but they also encourage each other. Like Ashley was like, you need to go talk to him. Like, get this done with now.
Yeah, do it. So they don't hype each other up. But if you say something rude to Ashley, like Lauren will also
the other one will step in. Yeah.
I don't think they go low. They're not going to sit there and be like, she's too dumb. Fuck her.
No, look, Lauren just gave Carl a present after she was pissed at him.
Meanwhile, Lindsay's upset and Everett's like, yeah, you're fucking upset. And Lindsay's like, I'm fucking upset. And they're boom,
they do. Yep. They bring it to another level.
Meanwhile, Christina's crying in Lauren's arms. And no one cares.
And I know when like Christina's in that front seat, she's just like looking out the window, like so upset.
It was kind of sad. Listen, she's not going to win my thing for most fun because she was not fun, but I feel bad for her.
I feel so bad. But the thing is like, the worst part is that like no one else in this house wants to get too involved, and I don't think they want to be attacked by Lindsay and Everett, so they're not going to stand up for Cristina as much.
Kyle tried. Kyle's a good friend.
I know. He made like one comment like, "All right, guys, like take it down a notch." And look how we got.
Maybe he was just talking about the volume. Honestly,
I think he was like, "All right, let's not go there." Like the she's dumb comment.
Yeah,
and then. Oh God!
Everett just lost.
I would have a hard time stepping in for Cristina at this because I wouldn't want to get yelled at by Lindsay.
I would do what Lauren was doing. I would comfort Cristina and have put it in private.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have Christina's back. I would be like, she's crazy, and then I would wait for the next day for everyone to be sober, for them to look at Everett and Lindsay, and maybe separately be like, "That was some bullshit," just so you're aware. I'm not getting involved, but like that was bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, next time we have a hot tub party. Carl falls asleep while looking at a topless Lauren. Lindsay tells Cristina that Christina's not welcome next week. And Kyle's really upset by this. And the twins' moms come, or the twins' mom, there's only one mom. The twins' mom comes. And Carl is flirting with other girls while the mom's here.
Oh,
no. Well, now it's time for the best part of the episode. Fun, not fun. Who is my most fun? Who is my not most fun?
I think, can we do not fun first?
Yeah.
I have one.
Do it.
But I'm going to give you the person who's really not fun this episode. So I can pick this other person.
Fun. Dude, you're not fun.
I'm picking. There's like 3 people I want to pick.
I have 2. So I'm hoping you pick one and I'll pick the other.
Okay, you pick one and then I'll pick the other one.
I'm going to pick Carl.
Okay, that's who I thought you were going to pick.
Carl's not fun. He is the biggest buzzkill in the whole world. How dare you sit down at a giant-ass sofa and then everyone else sits down with you and then you go, I didn't really want anyone to sit next to me. Yeah. That's like super fucking rude. Also, you're going to fall asleep. You can have fun and be sober. You don't have to be.
I was thinking about this while we were doing this whole episode is that he probably came to the summer house because he missed last weekend. But don't fucking come to this event is what I decided. Like, you can come for the weekend. Don't come to this event if you're not going to be fun. It's basically an open bar, it seemed like. If you're not going off, go home.
Also, you and I are totally this type. If I'm going to have the house to myself, that's going to be awesome.
I would be so happy to be there alone.
That'd be lit,
and
right?
think you can like pretend to go to sleep before Lauren gets home, and then there's no drama there either.
It was a genius move that Carl forgot because he's dumb and not fun. You know who's too dumb to be malicious? It's fucking Carl.
It's Carl.
Okay,
my not fun is Everett.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Lindsay's actually involved in this and she can have her emotions, and her emotions are valid. Whatever she's feeling is valid. But Everett being so pissed off at that situation is so not fun. Like,
also,
he's
water aerobics.
He's complaining to Kyle on a run. Not fun. I don't want to run, but like definitely not fun to have you bitch about a girl's fight.
Yeah, I'd rather hear about something fucking interesting. Also, you're going to bitch at water aerobics? Really?
Yes.
Calm down. Just be your bouncing condom. Call it a day.
He was just pure drama, and not even the good drama. Like, Carl and Lauren bring some good drama. This is not good drama. I hate roommate fights.
I do too, because then you never get away from them, and I feel bad.
Yes. And they just keep compounding, and they're never going to stop.
And
this was a New York roommate fight. This isn't even something going on in the summer house. This is something going on in the city.
I know. It's so sad. All right. Who's your fun? Do you have them? I feel like I have anyone could really be fun. I don't know.
Well, you know who I'm going to pick?
Who?
I'm going to go Steven. Steven.
You always pick Steven.
I love him Steven. With the water aerobics. I loved him avoiding the fight. I loved how he was able to get away with that white lie about him driving into the city. I'm the queen of those white lies, and I love when you can have it go off without a hitch.
I'm going to go with Kyle. Listen, he might not have been the best.
Fun.
He was fun. I want to watch a whole episode of drunk Kyle.
That's a good one. Because the thing is, he was a little embarrassing, but not too much. Where like when you wake up, you're like, damn it. It's just like, also, haha.
I wasn't there. I'm a little sad. He did text Amanda and she showed up, but he had fun.
I was close to honestly picking Amanda because she looked fabulous
in her bathing suit.
She got to stay the whole day. Like, that's
I was going to say, he allowed Amanda to stay the day, which was fun. She joined water aerobics. He did, Kyle was fun. He was just a fun guy to hang out with, and he's trying to stick up for Cristina. He feels sympathy towards her and the compassion that no one else is giving her. He's a good friend. Despite
it being kind of a fuckboy with Amanda, he's the only reason he's being a fuckboy with Amanda is he knows he's hurting her.
I know, but he loves
still
her.
Wants to be single. But we've got to move past that. But he isn't a fuckboy with his friends. He's a really nice guy.
It's like watching them in a rom-com because you know that they love each other and they just won't. Right. They just won't commit. Also,
he wanted to hang out with Amanda all day. And I guess not all day. But they hung out. They're clearly not just a random hookup.
Also, I feel like my senses are tingling for Kyle. Because of Loverboy. I'm full of love with my Loverboy.
That's another spoiler right there, but no worries.
It's fine. At this point, just Google it. All right. Yay, this was fun. Loverboy is an 8 out of 10, or the white peach tea is.
8 out of 10. This episode was a 5 out of 10 for me. I can't do this roommate drama. I can't wait for the Workus twins mom next episode. I miss the stupid shit. We all know I love, if you listen to anything, I love the really stupid shit, such as Everett splashing water in Kyle's face. Yes. That to me was so funny. I love watching grown people argue, and it's funny. Over nothing. Yeah, Cristina and Lindsay's argument was very sad to me. I would love to watch Kyle do a cannonball an argument. Yeah. This was great. Thank you for joining us. If you want spoilers, that is the after show, $2 a month. If you don't want spoilers, you keep doing what you're doing then. Goodbye.